At this time, I'd like to call the second contestant of the Humorous contest for Giver Division, Joan Janis. Joan Janis, the heart of Nebraska. The heart of Nebraska. Joan Janis.
Most places in the world, the human heartbeat sounds like this. Blip, blip. Blip, blip. Blip, blip. But on football Saturdays in Memorial Stadium in Lincoln, Nebraska, the Cornhusker heart beats like this. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Go Big Red. Go Big Red. Having gone to college there, my sister Chris and I became University of Nebraska Cornhusker varsity football fanatics. We went to every home game. We believed in the tradition of drop dead red. We wore red pants, red shirts, red shoes, red lipstick. We even wore red thongs. Oh, we didn't win that year. We also put decals on our face because we knew our opponents from the University of Oklahoma thought that big red N stood for knowledge. Every year, my sister and I, for over 30 years, have made a pilgrimage back to the Holy Stadium. We love it there. 2 years ago, stands out the Wisconsin-Nebraska game, particularly memorable. We were staying out at the Ramada by the airport, and we decided we wanted to go downtown for dinner, so we called a cab. The driver told us he was too busy and gave us another number. We called, and within 2 minutes, there arrived a bright neon green cab with a giant yellow smiley decal on the side. The happy cab had it on. We jumped right in, of course, and the driver did not say where to. Instead, he said, "How'd you get my number?" If that were you, how would you have felt about that? Glenn, it turned out our driver Glenn was an independent, and before we pulled out of the driveway at the Ramada, he warned us not to use the free shuttle, especially not to the game. "Why is that?" I said. "Because right here is a moron." Well, right then, we've been warned. As we drove downtown, Glenn answered his phone. "What up, dog?" Oh my God, that's how he answers his phone? Would you have felt safe with such a professional? Oddly, we did. Then we heard, I was there at 4 o'clock. You were not on the porch like you said. I even came up and knocked 3 times. Listen, I got people dependent on me. I got lives in the balance. I can't be coming back there just to get you your scratch-off tickets, your screaming yellow zonkers, and who you kidding, your Nirvana Listerine." It turned out, he said he had a full night, and he told the caller about the burden that he had to get us downtown to dinner, pick us up later, had to get Dolores to work because she'd been late 3 times, one more time, and she was history. And then, of course, there was Margie, in a rush to get to her bowling tournament. And then after all that, he had to come and pick us up, take us home, take Margie home, take Dolores home. He had a full night. But then he softened his voice and said to the caller, all right. If I wake up in the middle of the night to pee, and I feel like taking you to the Quick Mart, I will." After he hung up, he turned to us and said, I'll take her.
Otherwise, she'll be up all night now they turned off our cable.
If that were you, would you have wondered, as we did, was that his mom? Glenn, it turned out, was quite enterprising. By the time he dropped us off downtown, he had arranged to pick us up after dinner, take us to and from the game, and pick us up and take us to the airport on Sunday. Quite the driver. And then he gave us a card with his phone number on it. But he warned us that the phone number was incorrect. The phone number on the card was 333-3302. The real number, he said, was 333-3303. If you forgot and called the wrong number later, then
You were a moron, like Ryan.
if you could have been with us, it was just perfect. The perfect evening. Luckily for us, Nebraska won that weekend by a field goal, and we were in the bar, and Glenn called us like clockwork, saying he was outside.
Hurry! I got a rabid badger out here trying to jack your cab!
We jumped straight off of our bar stools and ran to the exit. And then, being sisters, we stopped, looked right at each other, and had the exact same thought. I'm not driving. We rushed back, grabbed our Bloody Marys, chugged them down, slammed our glasses, and ran back outside. Sure enough, Glenn was out there, and there was a Badger fan out there, all dressed in red. Her shirt said, "We're all Badgers." Oh, Joyce, we are so not! But before she could tackle us, we jumped in the cab and slammed away. Glenn yelled, "I'll be back for you!" And he told us that he was going to go back for her. He said, "Who else
Would pick up a solitary badger on a night like this."
And that, my friends, is why every single year my sister and I return to the heart of Nebraska, which beats like this. Bum, bum, bum! Go Big Red!